Hey everybody, it's Matt from Britical Saiyans here, and today I'm going to show you my Janemba deck profile that I took to the team event. And once I've shown you the deck profile, I'm going to show you my side deck. So I obviously, as you can see, I went with Janemba. So permanent, you can't have cards in your deck that got energy cost of 5 or more. Is auto is when you attack, you draw a card and your opponent mills 2. And you awaken at 4 and get 2 energy back. His awaken side, his first auto is basically exactly the same as the unawakened side, but he has another auto where he can negate an attack. So you discard a blue card from your hand. It has to be a blue card you discard, and you can negate an attack. So he's got an inbuilt negate. So to start off with the extra cards. We've got 3 copies of Dimension Magic. So Dimension Magic is the Sparking Negate for blue. So you can take a life if you got 5 cards in the drop, and then you negate the attack and you get 2 blue energy back, or you can pay 1 blue and get 2 back. We got 3 copies of Senzu Bean. So it's pay 1 blue. Activate battle, choose one of your cards. It gains 5,000 power for the duration of the turn, and then choose up to 2 of your energy switch into active mode. And then for the another negate for the deck is Mafuba. This was for those problem cards that need to be Mafuba'd. So you pay 2, it counter battle card attack. So you place this card on top of it. It negates the attack and it locks out your opponent's card for 2 turns. So it locks out for the rest of their turn, then it locks out for your turn, and then it comes back at the end of their turn. So they have a dead card on the board for a little bit. Okay, so into the battle cards then. I went with 2 Kami. So Kami, when you play him, you draw a card. Activate main, you pay 2, and if your opponent has 4 or more battle cards in play, you choose all your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, with an energy cost of 4 or less, and you KO them. But it does KO your board as well, so your opponent has to have 4 out, and then it kills both players' boards, ignoring barrier. This actually came in handy against the skillless deck, but the way skillless works, it was able just to recover the board again. And it's just like, okay. Fine, but yeah, it happens. And then I went with 2 Peel Off. So Peel Off is a counter battle card attack. So you pay 1 blue, you play this card, and then you choose 1 keyword skill of the attacking card, and you negate it for the duration of the turn. So it was, if I went against Height of Mastery, and for their swap, it's like if they decide to swing with Path to Greatness, I can be like, okay, well, I will get rid of swap, which means you can't go into your Height of Mastery. So that was the idea behind it, or to stop any cards that have got double strike already on them. And we got 2 Burnished Bonds Borgos. So Borgos is you pay 1 blue, you play him out. When you're playing, you draw a card. And he's got another auto of once per turn during your opponent's turn, if they get an energy back to active mode without an awaken skill, you can choose an energy and get rid of it. And then we got for my self-awakener for the deck, because I wasn't too sure about my matchups, I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I don't have Pan as a self-awakener, otherwise I would have used that. Because I wasn't sure if people were just going to stall me out, or if they were going to go hyper-aggressive. So if they were going hyper-aggressive, I'd just side it out. If they were being stally, I'd keep it in. And if I came across anything where his second auto to make my opponent lose cards comes into play, then no, there is that. And then for last of the 1-drops, we got the Psyche Demon. So the start of your Janemba line, basically. When you play this, you can either look at the top 7 cards of your deck and add a Janemba, or you can go to the bottom of your deck and get only the bottom card. You can't look at the bottom 7 even, and get a Janemba. It has to be the top 7 or just a straight up bottom card. and you get a Janemba to your hand. Alright, so on to the 2 costs then for the deck. Got 2 copies of Striving to be the Best. So, well, I was trying to be best Goku, because the Vegeta's one as well, but yeah, anyway. So he's got Barrier and Permanent. Your opponent's battle cards with energy cost 2 or less card attack. Pretty much, this actually came in handy against Skillless and Broly, because blue Skillless, they use the Vegetas and the Gokus, so Skillless are 20k, but they cost 2. So with this card out, you slow down their aggro a little, and then against Broly, you stop them swinging with their 1-drop. Broly, before they get rid of it. I mean, like, so if you can play this out before they play that, for whatever reason, you slow down a bit of aggro. And then we got 2 copies of Hidden Power Isekai. This is the Champa 2.0. I'm dropping cards. Not really much else to it, just get some double strike. And then for my super combos, I went on a 2-2 split of North Kai and Great Saiyan Man. North Kai is if you got 4 or less, you can draw a card. And it's just 10k anyway. And then you got the Sparking one, which if you got 5 or more cards in drop, you draw a card, but it's still 10k anyway. Alright, on to the 3 costs, which there is only 1 for this deck. And it is your 4 copies of Childish Heart. I decided to go with, basically, with the 1-drop and 3-drop for the Janemba line. I went maxed out on them because I wanted that consistency. So you can either pay the hard 3 to bring it out, and it has to be all blue, or you can evolve this onto the Psyche Demon for 2. It has Barrier and an activate main where you pay 1 blue, you choose 1 Janemba from the deck with energy cost of 4. Or is just 1 choose? Oh no, just 1 Janemba, sorry. 1 Janemba card, I don't have specific energy, from your deck, you send it to the warp, you shuffle your deck, you put this guy to the bottom of the deck, and then you get the one from the warp into play. So you can do that. Onto the 4 cost then, which is basically the rest of the deck. So for the pseudo combos, I ran 5. I went with 3 Cell and 3 Goku. It doesn't matter how you do it. You could go, yeah, you know, I just did it like that. Like, it's just me. Yeah, I was only running 5 because I wanted to have room for other cards. I know a lot of people do go 4-4 on each of them, but not for me. I just did it that way. I was running 2 Aura Spying Vegito. So this is the Deadly Defender before they were Deadly Defenders. It's from the Ultimate box. It costs 4. Permanent. If your leader card is in blue and he's in rest mode, he gains Barrier, and your opponent can only attack this card. So yeah, Deadly Defender. And then he has an auto. When you play this card, if you got 5 more range, you get to draw a card. So that's ideal. Okay, to start off the Janemba lines then, the actual Janemba for deck. Well, no, we've done the 3-drop, but you know what I mean. So we got 4 copies of the Demon Sword. So Demon Sword is a 4 cost, 2 of it being blue. It's got critical and deflect, and activate main. You place this at the bottom of your deck. You choose one of your opponent's battle cards, send it to the warp. No restriction on that, unless it's got Barrier, in which case you can't choose it. And then your opponent mills 2. And then we've got 3 copies of the Agent of Destruction Janemba. So this one's got critical, doesn't have deflect. His auto is when you play him, at the end of your turn you get an energy back. And then his activate main is you send him to the warp, you draw 1 card, and your opponent mills 3. And then the last of the Janemba cards from my deck is 3 copies of Reality Vendor Janemba. So this one's critical and deflect. is permanent. If your opponent has 4 or more energy and there are battle cards in your opponent's battle area and none in yours, you reduce your energy cost of this guy by 1, so you basically pay the 1 blue. So it goes from a 4 drop to a 1 drop because it reduces it by 3. And then he has, at the end of the turn, you put him to the bottom of the deck and your opponent mills 2 cards. Alright, so on to my side deck options then. I went with 1 Zeno button. This was basically if I get tapped out for whatever reason, and I'm able to actually use the counter attack, I get all my energy back, which means then I can use my pseudo combos during my opponent's turn. And another negate if they do obviously more attacks. I went with 1 Spirit Sword. So this is from the set 6. It's pay 1 blue, counter attack, so it negates the attack. If your leader card is blue, you choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards energy cost 2 or less and return the owner's hand. It was another way of slowing down skillless in a sense, and against aggro decks, just to try and slow things down a bit. And we got 3 copies of Wheaties Coercion. So back from set 1, you pay 1 blue, you negate the attack, and then you get 1 energy back. So you basically play it for free, because you paid 1 blue and then you get it back. And then we got 1 Senzu Bean. So again, Senzu Bean, I already went over that in the main deck. A side deck option that went with was East Kai Keeping Watch. So you probably don't know what this card does. So it's auto, when you play this card, you draw a card, which is good. And then its second auto is during your turn, when your opponent plays a battle card, your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand and places it in at the bottom of their deck. Basically, it was for against Broly, so it gave you the ability to, if you didn't want to swing at the leader, to give them more cards in their hand, you could swing at their Broly cards, and if you happen to kill it and they do the effect, they lose another card from their hand. So that was the idea behind it. Then we got 2 Dendays. This was in case of the Shenron matchup, basically if I came across a Shenron deck that was using Objection, or if I came across the Veku Ramp deck. So auto, when you play this card, you draw a card, and then activate main, you pay 2. I'm sorry. You place this card in the drop area, and then you choose one of your opponent's energy and send it to the drop area if they played an energy using a skill, so Objection or Veku, basically. And then we got 1 Heavenly Wizard Demigro. So this is auto during your turn when you combo with this card. If the opponent has 3 or less energy, you choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier with 3,000 or more power, and you KO it. So that was for the Broly matchup, basically. Because I'm pretty sure Goji has got barrier. Yeah, I don't know. And then we got 2 copies of Haruharu Tank Margin. This was for the Broly matchup, really, or if I come across a yellow leader deck, I can use it against them. So yeah. Anyway, so it's got critical. Auto, when you play this card, you choose up 2 of your energy and you mill yourself by 2. I'm looking at the wrong auto. So yeah, when you play this card, you mill yourself by 2, so it fuels the sparking in the deck if you ever decide this in. And its other auto is when you play this card, if your opponent's leader card is green or yellow, you choose up to 4 of your energy and switch into active mode. So for this deck, it just helps extend plays a little and puts a crit body on the board. And then I'm running the 1 copy of Godstrike Beerus. So when you combo with this card, you choose up to 1 keyword skill on your opponent's battle cards and negate the skill for duration of turn. So because it's a combo card, it costs 2 for 10k. If your opponent swung and went Champa or whatever, or Isekai, and went, yeah, double strike, you can then go, okay, well I'll pay 2, remove double strike, and I get 10k combo. And then for the last, I ran in the side another copy of the Unbreakable Son Goku the Pseudo combo. It was just in case I needed to put more another pseudo combo in the deck, just to have that extra bit of draw power and more defensive capabilities. So yeah, there you go, guys. So that was the deck I took for the team tournament. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.